Good day, everyone. My name is Adejura David, also known as Advocate David. Dear Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, and the JAMB Registrar, Professor Ishaq Olarewaju Oloyede, I am here to humbly address an issue that happened on Saturday, 18th April 2026 at one of the JAMB centers in Lagos State. On Saturday, 18th of April 2026, I accompanied one of my students who is there to his JAMB center to take its examination as scheduled on that day. On getting to the examination center, he entered while the general routine check was going on. Suddenly, I was outside watching closely through the gate. Maybe probably an information would be passed across to them. While I was outside watching through the gate, unfortunately, one of the JAMB officials was trying to pass an information to him specifically, but he was unable to understand or hear what the JAMB officials was trying to say. Then he looked at me through the gate. Then I know what that means. Then I walked closer to the security personnel outside the gate, respectfully explaining what was going on inside. I was like, "Oh, sorry, sir. I have a deaf student there." And information was passed across to him, but he was unable to hear or understand what was being said. Suddenly, the security man harassed me physically and shouted at me, which I retaliated by telling him that I said I have a deaf student there inside that examination center. The message was passed across to him, but he could not hear or understand due to his deafness. People around the environment stood up and was like, what was going on? Then I explained to them, they pleaded, the security man pleaded. That aside, this experience highlights a critical gap in our examinational system regarding inclusivity and accessibility. Note that candidates who are deaf and hard of hearing face significant disadvantages in an environment where communication is exclusively verbal. As an advocate for the deaf community, I strongly urge and recommend to the Minister of Education and the JAMB Registrar and all other examination bodies such as JAMB, WAEC, NECO, GCE to take deliberate actions regarding inclusive practices by providing a qualified sign language interpreter and implementation of clear communication system across the nation during the examination processes. Note, accessibility is not a privilege. It is a fundamental right, ensuring that no child, regardless of their disabilities, is left behind in the educational system. Thank you.